An idolater easily loses compassion for the weak. And so, though Jesus was judged, He was the one actually judging the untrue worship that kept people blind and deaf to the true God and to the poor. The church, we who claim that we live by the life of Christ, we who claim to offer His living sacrifice, cannot run away from our mission, from the mission of Jesus, to unearth the false gods worshipped by our world. How many people have exchanged the true God for idols like profit, prestige, pleasure, control? Those who worship false gods will offer their lives to the false gods. In reality, these false gods are self-interests. The false god is myself. So to keep the false gods, their worshippers offer sacrifice. And the sad reality is, to the false gods, other people are sacrificed in order to preserve self-interest. How many factory workers are being denied the right wages for the God called profit? How many women are being sacrificed to the God called domination? How many children are being sacrificed to the God called lust? How many trees, rivers, hills are being sacrificed to the God called progress? And how many poor people are being sacrificed to the God of greed? And defenseless people sacrificed to the God of national security. The church, however, must also constantly examine its fidelity to the sacrifice of Christ, the sacrifice of obedience to God and compassion for the poor. We cannot just point to others to examine themselves. We should examine ourselves. Like those who oppose Jesus in the name of authentic religion, we could be blind to God and neighbors due to our self-righteousness, spiritual pride, and closeness or narrowness of mind. Ecclesiastical customs and persons, when naively and narrowly glorified, might become hindrances to true worship and compassion. Let me make a confession. I am disturbed when some people who do not even know me personally conclude that my being a bishop automatically makes me closer to God than they could ever be. My words are God's words. My desires are God's desires. My anger is God's anger. My actions are God's actions. Oh my, what power! Continuation of confession. If I am not cautious, I might just believe it and I might start demanding your offerings of the best food, the best wine, money, cars, houses, adulation, submission. After all, I am God. I might take so much delight in my stature and its benefits that I might end up being insensitive to the needs of the poor and the earth. I remember an experience in the marketplace of our town of Imus, the seat of our diocese. One Saturday morning, I went to the market to monitor the prices of goods and the condition of the simple market vendors. I saw a woman selling vegetables and fruits in the corner. She was one of those who went to Sunday Mass regularly. It was only 10 o'clock in the morning, but she was already closing her store. So I asked her the reason. She told me, I belong to a prayer group. We have a big prayer assembly this afternoon. Some tasks were assigned to me, so I want to be there early. Upon hearing this, the practical side of me surfaced. And I responded, the Lord will understand if you extend your working hours. You have a family to support. You can benefit from additional income. I am sure the Lord will understand. With a smile, she said, but Bishop, the Lord has been faithful to me. The Lord has always been there for us. We may not be rich, but we have enough to live by. Why will I fear? Then looking at me tenderly, she said, are you not a bishop?